Throughout history, empires have always proven one truth. Being powerful does not mean being eternal. And today we will tell the story of that critical period in which Rome collapsed almost in the blink of an eye. Its betrayals, mysterious deaths, and the commanders who changed destiny. If you are curious about historical tales, the rise and fall of empires, war tactics, palace intrigues, and how a single decision can change the entire world, then this narrative is just for you. Now I am taking you to the darkest, fastest, and most dramatic collapse period of Rome. From April 21st, 753, the very day Rome was founded, up to this moment, the world has witnessed the rise and fall of countless civilizations. But who could have imagined that such a vast empire could collapse in less than a quarter of a century? The Roman Empire had expanded its borders so widely that it was considered nearly unstoppable. Thousands of years of culture, wars, conquests. Yet fate sometimes chooses not an empire, but a single man. And that man was Probus III. Probus was an emperor who placed warfare at the center of his life, disciplined and determined. Throughout his reign, he strengthened the Roman army, suppressed rebellions, and protected the borders. People loved him. Soldiers respected him. But history has a harsh side. Even the strongest can be struck from where they least expect. And unfortunately, this was also Probus' fate. He was murdered by a few soldiers who betrayed him. After him, the throne passed to Carus, a poorly educated but dangerously ambitious aristocrat. Deep inside, he wanted to be like Probus, but he lacked Probus' character, wisdom, and leadership. Despite this, he loved to fight. Luckily for him, the army still had skilled commanders trained by Probus. Together with them, he achieved great victories and accomplished something no one before him had. He advanced all the way into the heart of the Persian Empire. This had never been seen before in Roman history. And then, history played one of its strange tricks. Carus died suspiciously in the battlefield. His death was so sudden and unexplained that a rumor spread. He was struck by lightning. Was he really struck? Or was it a political assassination? Perhaps an internal palace conflict was simply covered up. But the result did not change. Rome had lost yet another leader. After Carus, his two not yet mature sons ascended the throne, Numerian and Carinus. They were young, inexperienced, more suited to being ruled than to ruling. Strong leadership, like during Probus's era, was gone. Carinus was known as a careless man, fond of parties. Numerian was calmer, but weak in character. This duo could not govern the empire, and this weakness shaped Rome's fate. For young Numerian was murdered by one of his most trusted commanders, Arrius Aper. The reason remains unknown. A family power struggle or ambition for the throne. Darkness. This event caused great shock in Rome. The army was unsettled, the people restless. While everyone waited to see who would become the next emperor, suddenly someone stepped onto the stage of history, Diocletianus. On that day when the army marched forward cautiously, a regular legionary named Dimnus shouted among the soldiers, "Our emperor is Diocletianus," and Rome's fate changed. Diocletianus personally killed Aper, and everyone believed he did this because Aper was the one who murdered Numerian. Whether this was true or not remains unclear, but that day one question echoed throughout Rome. Who will be the new emperor? There was only one answer: Diocletianus. That day was a turning point for Rome.